Hi there, welcome back. Today I wanted to teach you how to make a pink champagne cupcake with cream cheese frosting, all from scratch. I'm also going to give you the alternatives if you don't want to do it from scratch. But first, give us a like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. So, if you are going to make them from scratch, I'm going to show you, but if you weren't, all you're going to need is these. So if you take your normal box of cake and instead of adding in the water there, if you would switch it out for your champagne, and I didn't realize the pink champagne was the thing until today, but so I'm going to color mine with food coloring, but you would switch your water out with pink champagne, keep your oil the same and your eggs the same, and just go that way. Pink champagne cupcakes. And if you take a can of frosting like this, a little secret is if you put it in your mixer and whip air into it, it will almost double in size and you will have double the amount of frosting if you want to go that route. Today we are not going in that route. So in our mixer, we are going to put our sugar. This is 1.5 cups of sugar, granulated sugar, and our butter. There's softened but melted. See? 1.5 sticks of butter. We're going to put that down and we're going to mix those two together. So once those are together, we're going to make sure that you're going to have your eggs and your vanilla and your sour cream ready. So what you need is 3 egg whites with 1 egg. I have them all in this measuring cup. You are going to need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla and 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So I'm going to go ahead and mix in my sour cream right now. And I'm also going to put in my vanilla right now. So 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And we're going to start it. And while it's going, then I'm going to add in my eggs gradually. While that's going, take the opportunity to scrape your sides. And you want to mix that until your egg is thoroughly incorporated all the way through, so you have a wet looking batter right now. And then you are going to get your champagne ready. You're going to need a cup of champagne. So in our bowl here, I have 2 cups of flour, and already mixed in with my flour is my 3/4 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. You want to mix that all in so your baking powder isn't clumping and causing it's like a sour taste within your cupcake. So what we're going to do is alternate our champagne and our flour mixture, starting with our flour mixture while it is going. So if you didn't have pink champagne, now would be the time to add a couple of drops of pink food coloring in. I'm going to turn my mixer on and add about 1/3 of my flour mixture. Let go. Add some of my champagne in. Okay, add more of our flour. got this all mixed, we are going to go into cupcake pans with liners already in them and go into a 350-degree oven. We're going to put them in there for about 15 minutes and then check on them. And you check on your cakes and cupcakes by using a toothpick and going right down in the center of it and making sure it comes out clean. You shouldn't have any little crumbs stuck to it. That means there's a lot of moisture still inside and you need to let them go for a couple more minutes. Or you can take your finger and push down on the center, the peak of where your cake is coming up, and if it pops right back up, then you're good to go. If it stays indented, then you're not cooked all the way. So we're gonna put these in, and then we're going to make our cream cheese frosting. So while our cupcakes are in the oven, we will be making our cream cheese frosting. So what I have here is an 8-ounce brick of cream cheese and one 4-ounce bar of butter, softened, not melted. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to mix that together, and then we're going to be adding about a teaspoon of vanilla in there, and then we will be adding our powdered sugar. We will be trying to incorporate about 1.5 cups of powdered sugar in here, and it should take it all in. If it gets too thick, then we will add a little bit of milk to smooth it out, and we'll see how it goes. So here we go. Okay, once you've gotten those thoroughly mixed, you're going to add in your vanilla. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You're going to want your mixer to continuously work your sugar in. So keep it on, and if you need to, just continuously keep scraping down the sides. I also want to say that I used an 8 ounce of cream cheese to 4 ounces of butter. You can do 8 ounces of each, and you would have a sturdier frosting once you get it all mixed. I want mine to be a little bit creamier instead of structuralized. It's not going to be sitting out on a table at room temperature at any point, so I don't have to worry about it melting or anything like that. So I'm going to go with the creamier texture. But like I said, if you want yours to stand up more, like if you're putting it on display at a wedding or something, I would add more butter in there to stabilize your cream cheese. So I've added about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of sugar at this point, so I'm going to taste it and see where we're at, see if I need to add anything else in. I also want to add that you see me adding my sugar straight from the bag. If you're worried about clumps in your frosting, you can always mix it. It's not going to overmix, but if you're worried about that, you can also sift your sugar in ahead of time, so you don't have to worry about any of those clumps. So that's actually where I want it to be. So I probably did more likely about 2 cups of powdered sugar in here to the 1 8 ounce brick of cream cheese and 1 4 ounce brick of butter softened, and a teaspoon of vanilla, and there you go, cream cheese frosting. Let's see if I can get this off here and show you how sturdy it is. It's pretty sturdy, so it will hold its own and we don't have to worry about it. So give it a try. It's not that hard to do. If you didn't want to do cream cheese, you just want to do a buttercream, then go ahead and use 2 sticks of butter. Soften them, add your vanilla in there. When I am doing buttercream and I want it to be on display, like a wedding or anything, for instance, I actually, so I would take about 1/4 of the butter out and add in lard or hard fat. And what that does is it stays at a more firm solid at room temperature or warmer temperatures than butter or cream cheese. So if you are worried about something melting because it's got to sit out for a while, then add in the lard. So do what you got to do, mess around with it. The only outcome that it's going to come out is that you're going to be a better cook for it. So go ahead, mess around, play with what you've got. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more. Thanks.